Psychopath gaming. Okay. Hello again. Time to investigate behind those funny curtains.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
Huh. One moment. Ooh, ah, ooh, I'm in your walls. Ooh, am I? I fucking. Hey, you are! I can hear you. Oh, heavens me. My poor masculinity.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Wacky. Oh, wait.
What is this place?
It's an adventure!
No, it's a gym. Though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. We should find a flashlight if we want to go on. There should be one in my kinema.
What's that?
An eerie feeling rises in your chest. The lieutenant nods.
Damn, still? How's that shit not deflated yet? Nothing is scarier than a turbulent economy. His motor carriage. Yeah, I assumed so. This is the first time I think he's called it that. Why is he so blurry when he runs? Jesus Christ, he's moving so fast.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and a metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. And it's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue, blue, lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pull-out toolbox slides back.
Wacky. Woo! Okay.
It's dark. And the flashlight works a lot better if you hold it in your hand.
Flashlights go in hand?
Yes, you might even call it a feature of the universe that you need to hold tools to use them.
That makes no sense at all.
I'm sorry, the fundamental laws of the universe don't seem to agree with you, detective. But the fact remains that it's too dark to see in here without a flashlight. So come on, we've got work to do.
Some areas are inaccessible without
Yeah?
a flashlight. After you've acquired it, go to your inventory and equip it in a held slot to continue exploring.
Wacky. What is filament memory? People like crisscross the filaments fields, oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure with a silver tape. On the side note reads production schedule notes. Filament contains information that you can read using a radio computer. The fuck?
Looks like someone tried to reconceptualize their business here.
I don't know.
Look, the skis and rotor blades both bear the same slipstream logo. It seems likely that they started out making one, failed to turn a profit, and then pivoted to producing the other. That's a good question. Reality is ruthless.
Wacky. Anyways, ooh, there we go. Money.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect drawing.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Wacky.
Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
I like the
Who
drawings.
are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? You should adopt one of those welkins as your persona. No longer a mere man,
Yeah?
but a welkin. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist.
Ah,
It says,
back
all
with the
non-welkin
racism.
races will be
Okay.
purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin. Green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Are they real? I have so many questions. One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard too.
I understand why someone would spend so much time on this. It's a beautiful drawing.
Just
Educational.
Look at the details. So much effort.
Damn, another run-in. I guess you're drawn to it. Fuck you.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Damn.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Wacky. This filament computer?
Appears to be some kind of machine with a
Fucking knew it.
cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
The radio computer.
Fucking knew it.
Just sitting here without anyone inside.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn machine
The
on.
machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's
Look inside
empty,
compartment.
like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Put that bitch in there.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Play that
A
shit.
bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What are you, a machine? Are you alive?
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne. Now please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you're here because radio computer guys are all paranoid. Yeah, where are you? Did you know? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident. As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios. Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
Why do you call me that?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment.
Info, please.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
That's not bad.
Wow, so conceptual. What is this interactive on radio
Any
game?
other questions?
Damn.
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
Right, thanks for the
That
explanation.
was a question. Have you inserted it into the core?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password. Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Is it my birthday? Please open this thing. I don't know the password. Password. I'm really bad at password. Can you give me a hint?
No.
Oh,
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
That's all for now.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
What does print do?
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Yes?
I think you should know I can't remember
No
anything.
response. He just arches his brow. He's having trouble processing it, believing it even.
I really don't remember
Have you
anything.
tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm completely lacking in basic information about even this organization we're in. Can you help me?
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation.
It's a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
Talking serious, unbelievable
This
damage here.
psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Not psychological, some sort of major brain damages occur on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
You seem to be following me. Nothing. Okay.
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker.
Also, yes, I'm
Mesh
playing
spreading
thing.
over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. The whole thing resembles Kadran mosaic tiles. Very pedantic.
Huh.
History classes, students with their textbooks open, studying the roots of our civilization. Those aquarelle blue tiles looked beautiful in the sun.
What am I
Radio
looking at?
frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Frequency
Unclear.
what?
It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
Uh.
You think so?
Medical.
The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap. Whoever
Who's
decides to
playing?
call in to a call-in station, it looks like, there's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What
Nothing.
else?
It's just lines on marble, an echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. This old fireplace, the whole thing resembles...
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
How's program? Counterintelligence program?
No, that's not it. I think...
like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
I've never done that
Not
before.
To my knowledge, they make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry.
Not in Revachol West, among the ruins.
But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
This was a role-playing game.
Those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We World board game, with hit death thrown in.
Super cool. Someone should give them millions of real immediately. This game is too good to be left unfinished.
They plan to do that.
Call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio.
Neat.
Then there's the Game Master Frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Keep it going. Let's finish it.
Too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Oh, I can level this up. Bug. Oh, wait. Maybe I should have used that on endurance. Whatever, fuck it. Funny.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Back on with the
Gust of
door.
Freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Relax, Cameron's fridge.
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Take note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
What to sell ice cream from this Capricorn
I
for?
know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Damn, this one bear has been making everyone bankrupt. Hammer note found from the still bears marks. Cruise ship kitchen magnets that are used. Interact.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
The
Someone
note.
has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Who's literate
Really?
ginger kid?
You don't have a single guess?
You mean
Oh,
Kuno?
I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Wacky. Let's see if we can unplug this thing. Like doorway. Oh. There we go. Weird. Oy. Weird.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Crack that bitch
You
open.
slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here.
Fucking bruh.
No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time.
Uh-huh.
I have a pry bar in my kinema, in case you want to try again. Though it might be that my pry bar isn't strong enough for that lid.
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Uh-huh.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any
The
reason.
lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing. Somewhere, a machine hums along with the current, happy and
My thinking was if I unplug it, then the fucking ice around it will melt and then I can open it, but I guess that's incorrect. Insane mesh tank top. I know the red went to the bear, but the black one goes to the ice cream machine. If the ice cream machine is off, it's not gonna be cold. If it's not cold, I can fucking open it easier because it's not frozen around the sides. That was my logic.
This Post Levantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection
Graffito?
reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Yeah, good thing, but you unplugged the wrong one. No, I also unplugged the bear one because their fucking electricity bill is going to be incredibly insane if I leave that shit in.
The box seems happy. Eat
Yay.
shit pig, fucked by the coon, and Saint G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
Been there, post L'Aventurer. No, collection box been there.
The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Okay. Jesus Christ, blurry man.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel
Might as well
preheater
talk
gauge.
about the radio shit.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment, officer.
You hold right click, you use your keen detective eye when in free roam. Cool.
The voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I'm in a bad way, Doc. A real bad
Oh.
way.
It's you.
I've lost my memory, all of it.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay, anything else?
I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
You know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Sure, but can you tell me about myself, as in who I am?
You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do.
Uh-huh. Anything you can do for me?
You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yeah, I want the
You
truth.
want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
Uh-huh.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat, and the pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The pull-out toolbox slides.
Wacky.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
That's not worth that. Okay. I don't want to break his shit. So let me put that back. And then I'll try my first method.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. And the handles, you can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest.
Thank you, Kim. Okay. Let me try this again.
The black case, something.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant raises his brows, but this orange machine is. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in. No, this is going to need something. If you want to try again, then you need to have the.
Equip the pry bar.
Let me try with it off.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Okay, well, can't do that right now.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Kick it with your foot.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
Hear the murders of the hangman talking. I can hear someone
Wait,
talking.
Really? We should investigate. See if someone's upstairs.
Hello. Maybe the malignant
You're
entity.
right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't exist, At least not the supernatural kind.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Motherfucker. Oh, how do I?
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
Guessing this is bad.
Very bad. This is the end. Bad.
Better
All you
unconscious.
feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We
I
all
just
do.
wanted to kick it
It's
so that it.
dark. You don't even see her face.
I
Like
wanted
you
them to hear the
always
kick.
thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Damn. Do I have all my shit? Nope. No, I do not. Okay, well. Let me put on this insane shirt. And then do what I did.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I... It will...
Her voice. He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. With all the damage, what else?
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or
What? You want the and not...
It's not fucking cryo-acta-latte. It's super glue, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
in the cabin, you see a set of a metallic drawer, the prime useful for the handles. You can do the pull-out toolbox. Two cables are plugged something.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant somewhere, a machine something.
Why did you do that?
The lieutenant
Did not mean to do that.
only the red and electric sizzle.
Yay, no more financial trouble.
A thick layer of coal dust.
Hey, this time I
covers the
don't
furnace.
kick it.
Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. It's dark.
What are you doing? Wait, really? You should investigate. You're right.
Always has to be the skeptic, this man.
Okay.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here.
Hold on.
As before, this is directly above the central. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happened. Still nothing.
Not again! Stop.
You feel something.
God
in
fucking
your
damn
chest,
it.
an unnatural
God damn it!
It's spreading to your left arm. Yeah. Screaming isn't happening on account of extreme shortness. All you cop suffers final heart.
Oh my god. Time to do that shit again. Okay. Unplug this.
2 cables. Something-
Unplug.
Why did you...
The lieutenant raises his
Unplug.
electric sizzle.
Good god. Fuck you. I didn't know that. Click that. Here, clothes. Put on clothes. Can I level shit up? Nope. Out here, and then talk to the mailbox, because I forgot to talk to the mailbox.
This post Lavantore mail. The box eat shit pig. Fucked by the coon. The mail collection box.
Gaming. Okay. Then go to get a carriage. Get all the shit from the carriage.
Inside. You see
Oh yeah, I
six
need to also
serial
talk to the
killers, a radio
doctor who's
microphone.
depressed with my actions.
This is precinct
Um.
50. It will...
Her voice is. He's carelessly chewing.
Oh, it's you. With all the time, what else?
It's hard to say if he doesn't.
What? You want the... And now...
It's not fucking.
Yes, who? You are? You lost your human desire.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
In the cabin, use a metallic drill. The pry useful for the handles. You can do the pull-out toolbox.
Never talked to the doctor. Never found him. Wacky. Okay, now just let me quick save real quick. So that I don't have to do this again. Go down here. Why is my camera so off-center and weird? I'm sure it'll fix itself. Now I go in here.
An irons. This must be where the end.
Why is it so off-center though? Um, oh, there we go. I just had to zoom in and out. Wacky. No, not that.
As before.
Weird.
Let's
try talking to the woman.
Still smoldering. The speaker.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Good. Please repeat the password. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder for stress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to these filaments.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Damn.
Now, can you please repeat? Proceed.
Don't worry. Passwords of a
For stress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are
Quirky. Shot put ball.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar? No, it's not that.
Uh-huh.
It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. It's just a memory.
Okay, it's a trap. There's no collars on the
You're right.
barbell.
The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Bastard would remove the collars. It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Wacky. Can I use this with the thing? I don't know why these would work and not the
As
crowbar.
before, an iron safe. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Maybe if I knock on it and then go back down, I could see if I could hear the voices still.
A thick layer looks like this furnace has a face, and it's dark and grimy here. In the dark,
What are you doing? Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
you muster all your strength and yell. Your dehydrated, hungover throat can produce little more than
Damn.
a dry croak. A lifetime of smoking and drinking will do that to you. The chatter from the chimney continues on as before. You seem to have made no impression on whatever's up there. Then again, maybe it's worth actually trying something up there.
Maybe you should let your voice rest, officer. Try again later.
Ah. What the fuck? I'll get there eventually.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yep.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
You're child detective, you're getting the hang of this now. I'm sorry, I'm stupid.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
This one looks
Rare
nice.
sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still, beautiful thing in its own way.
That's not what... This doesn't match what he said.
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Where
Seems
are
like
we?
an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
Okay, let me see if I can open this now. Wait, hold on.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
I'll try it.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge. You
What is
see
this?
the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced,
I
where
have
to
no
get it?
idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
Damn. Let's see if we can deal with this body now. Oh, let me see if he got a filament.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fuck.
Yep.
There he still is, looking right through you with his
Plus
right eye.
6.
The
Shit
body-
compressed.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Why am I looking at this?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets, easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
What
Hard to
feeling?
say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones.
Okay. Can I go over here? No? Okay.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic light.
Ooh. Woo! Oh, what's this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
Damn. Oh yeah, I never talked to the guy up here afterwards.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Sorry, busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. You guys have all sorts of gadgets these days. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery. Maybe you could even knock that Kowalczyk crane over using some remote controls. Or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
I'm pretty sure we don't.
I get it. Hush hush about the secret technology. Alright, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically grovel. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Maybe that would work. We'll have to see.
Okay, groveling time. As long as it doesn't make me a racist.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Uh-huh.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
That will be the...
Lucky racist. I hope you're a lucky racist.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind. Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
You're right.
Correct. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this.
Yeah,
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Of course you are, Levasholian man. The failure of communism to challenge the world order is the core of your race fate. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I am not a communist, I swear.
No one cares about your beliefs. The conversation has moved on. Tell me, what degenerate subculture has made you dress in this shameful way?
This was just what I was thinking.
Of course it does.
Uh,
You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. A pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
head trauma.
I can see that. The Seminoles are the South Island race. Haplogroup A4A. The rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericat. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of... No. I have heard about it on the radio. Yes.
Cool.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Neat.
Racists are I am not like them. I am correct.
Yeah, Tita, you seem known enough to be finding your own. A few words of advice: do not be afraid of failure, and try not to be racist. There is always another way. Okay.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma, Mr. Claire is a man of also. To serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It idiotic communism is above all. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. We are the future. That is, I am a descendant. No. I have heard about, yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Oh well. Hello? Game? Game, down. I wanna go down the stairs. Fuck. Okay.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo. Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry. I'm not like a doctor or anything.
Nuzafed heals +1 health. Dramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Saint Batiste. You know, the pharmaceuticals company. Saint Batiste
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of Saint Batiste. That one.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like an ampule somewhere.
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
No. I don't need any more of that.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Oh.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there somewhere.
On Jod.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Why, you are, officer. You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Yeah.
You must
Thanks.
forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
How'd you like to roll with me?
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
I drank so hard I forgot everything.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
In
That's
Revachol.
right. In a hostel called the Whirling in Rags, to be precise. Yes, great. See? We're getting somewhere. What else you know about our city of splendor? Tattered as she may be. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Spring of 51?
That's right, dear.
Yay.
How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Aw, thank you.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Is there any control people's minds? Cop. We are living under a copperzine democracy.
Nope, sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
We weren't talking to their cops.
Oh dear. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution.
Huh.
But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
A defeat.
The revolution.
The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
To do with any cops?
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Wacky.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec. Okay, it's definitely not his name. Whatever you do, please don't call him Garancy Quebec. Please. It's not funny.
Hello, sir. Got time for your
The man
questions?
puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Got some impressive
He
pots.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn. It's almost like music, especially with the sounds of assorted dishes boiling and simmering on the stove.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Drawn to its cobalt blue.
It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation.
It's hardly a side investigation. You already have a name for it.
Yes, a mini side
Garth
investigation.
is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe. The door does not budge.
Oops. Time to talk to the cafeteria manager.
with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
The Harbinger of Ruin. What is golden orange like a forest fire, but smells like liquor? I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
So, like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet. Let him say something.
Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Who, me? Good thing questions, I
His
got
face
this.
expresses profound doubt in your having this.
Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Everything's my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
Thank you.
Didn't go well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
That's because it's on my nerves. I'm a feminist. Like to be thorough. Everything has something to do with everything. I don't know, just one for it. Probably should. Everything has something to do with everything.
Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Who killed him?
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
Did you kill him?
Are you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
That's all.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
What's real?
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
By real, do you mean some form of street cred?
No, you don't owe me street cred. You owe me money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
What do I owe the place for?
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130.
You're under arrest!
Real is still money.
What exactly is money?
A philosopher?
Actually, I might be. Since we're from you. Yep.
Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
Is this money?
Yes, it is.
That's 10, 20, down to 90, right?
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him. Isn't it evil? The order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have. There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
What happens
Sorry,
now?
but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
I don't remember where my home
Officer,
is.
you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
I really
But
don't
you've
remember.
been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near south, maybe? Marvel Hill?
Why did you say that?
I'm meaning.
No.
Huh?
But isn't that an expression, not a place?
An expression?
Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
I live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop.
You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear.
Lonesome long way home. Turn on Chase drunk, sit back home. Jump across the race channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up, fast fold. In 20 minutes, shuffle your feet around the course, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor track. The 8:21 until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets caked with ice. Walk down Main. In addition, there's a side alley.
The door is closed.
Kind green ape pen.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities? Virile, uncaring towards the little things? Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Maybe I should touch it first to make sure there's nothing wrong with my face.
Behold.
I don't care.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
Not making it, the face is making it itself.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay. No, this is what superstars do.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
God, I don't know. It's indescribable.
You should check yourself for a pulse, because from here it looks like a cadaverous spasm.
Check for pulse.
You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive, for now.
Dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression.
It belongs in the new, the third decade of the current century. Enough time had passed from the failure of the revolution that, for a fleeting moment, free market economy seemed like the ultimate, uncontested way of life for our species. Things were good. It was smooth sailing. People made gold and champagne-tinted interiors and facades to suit the times, calling this the new style. But more importantly, disco happened. Forget about ostentatious orchestrations. For Revachol, your city, that meant only one thing. Guillaume le Million. If it doesn't rhyme, you're not pronouncing it right. Out of the dazzling swirl of disco music, in an open-air boîte de nuit, somewhere in Revachol West, Guillaume's blonde mane appeared on the screen. He sang some bullshit. Then he made the expression.
Oh, I adopted it. Why?
Everyone loved it. Maybe you thought some of the stardust would rub off on you. Maybe it did. Either way, it's all gone now. Only the grimace remains.
I feel like I need to add a clicking sound when I make it.
The click is used to spur on a horse. It also features heavily in Guillaume le Million's regional mega hit, Don't Worry, Your Pretty Little Head. Sometimes you like to add finger pistols to the mix, because, unlike Guillaume le Million, you are a police officer. It's your nifty little way to say, I'm armed and dangerous.
Uh-huh. How long ago was the
There is
new?
a vast ocean of time between right now and the expression. Looking good on you, or anyone. 2 decades, if the calendar is to be trusted. Humanity has run aground in that time. It's a different world now. The expression is a relic.
Anything else? Like, who am I? Why did I become a cop? Why did I drink myself into oblivion?
You have some understanding of the near history of disco, plus the trivia you've picked up along the way. Episodic memory, however, remains in the dark. It may never return. You should prepare yourself for that.
What is? Does that have
Not really. OO must have just stirred your mind. They're more like a disco rock band anyway.
Guess that's it then.
It doesn't have to be. You can swoon over Guillaume and his champagne cork smile whenever you want to. Maybe some of the stardust will return.
Attempt to stop it.
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Damn. Use your chain counters to fix the faucet. Stop fogging out the mirror.
Your hands, however skillful, can't manage this task on their own, you should get your chain cutters out.
Fuck.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber. A mirror hangs on the bathroom.
Bruh.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
No problem, officer.
Endurance. Revert. Endurance. Revert. Endurance. Revert. Endurance. Okay. Revert. No, hold on. Endurance. I nearly, fucked myself a little bit. Okay, let's try the body again. Now that the endurance shit is, done. Okay, that's the wrong way.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Nice. Okay. Let's try this again.
As you breathe in,
Thank God.
the odor comes over you. It's a smell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of decaying flesh, tattoos, and tendons. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins, and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Inspect the boots.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots. They're armor, possibly part of a larger set.
They're just boots,
Indeed.
armor.
Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots.
Ceramic armor.
Plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be. Under the heel. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
The rest of it.
The locals probably scavenged it. It would be odd if he had more on after 7 days. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Wearing these boots, there's no rest of the armor. Understood.
The sabatons dangle off the man's decaying form, ageless and synthetic.
It looks out of place.
It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Damn.
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 real, unadjusted for rank.
Not too much, yes.
Enough.
The lieutenant nods, wiping his finger on his sleeve.
Okay. I just made it for
That's
expensive
for us.
hardware.
My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay. Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
Advanced for a security
I
guard.
agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure?
Grab boot.
The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Uh-oh.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Oh.
Brutal!
What?
Even the mongrels can see you're about to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
No. Gonna pull his head off, right?
Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do. So please, don't.
Indeed.
Okay.
From this angle, it does look like the neck isn't going to take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles.
Damn.
What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
This is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses. Are not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot.
Maybe we should concentrate on what's outside the boot and leave what's inside to the boys at processing? Just this once. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
Ah.
You're sure there's a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. The anticipation makes you crack your fingers. Feels nice. Nice and cracky.
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights.
Knock on boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Faint, organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether.
Yeah.
Like whirls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials, like lignum vitae and ebony perhaps.
What does it remind me
If
of?
trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross-sections would look like.
Your fingers over the
The
lines.
smooth, glossy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice. The whirls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000.
The serial number on the right sabaton.
Can you read it to me? We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in my kinema when we're done. Either station can chase it for us.
Nice.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue. The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. This is a steel-reinforced cargo lashing belt, big brother of the regular cargo belt. It's used for tying cargo under 6-rotor airships.
Don't ask me how I know, but this is a lashing belt used for airlifting cargo.
Airlifting? I thought it was used on lorries for strapping cargo to them.
Apparently this is a reinforced kind for air transport. Brain tells me so.
The local harbor uses 6 rotors to shuffle containers around. I get the sense they use whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
We're assuming dock workers from the harbor did it? Stay out there. Rope is reinforced with steel.
The brief suggested as much, politically motivated by the ongoing strike. Did you not get a briefing?
My past has undergone total annihilation. Nothing remains. My mother, the love of my life, certainly not a briefing.
Okay, you should ask me for one the first moment we get.
They wanted to stay up there.
I was afraid it would be. Thin steel wiring, parallel strands. This makes getting him down more problematic than I had assumed.
How did they even get him up
A
there?
noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around.
Oh, using the kid ladder?
That ladder can't carry a grown man. I didn't see any splintering either, did you? I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt to close the buckle.
Could be. The shape of the branch supports the theory. The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt. Limbs, an intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
Mine be marked by.
Alcohol and heartbreak.
Happen to nice guy. National pattern.
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
Something.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera. I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
What's the camera record? Peering into it, the lens adjusting, then.
Sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
Neat.
In case we need it.
Cool machine.
It is pretty cool, isn't it?
There is only one ampoule left. Use it wisely.
What do we
It
need this
contains
for?
insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glassy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms.
Look at him in the eye.
His eyes are milky white and blind to the world, protruding comically from their sockets. There is no one home, just subaquatic terrors there. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
Tell me, who are you, dead man?
The corpse is dead silent. You have no idea why you just said that.
Who is he? He is male, 40 to 50, with an athletic build.
The corpse looks right through you as you distance yourself from its stench. Eyes like a shark,
How do we get him
Are
down?
you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's down.
We've been thorough. Do you have a plan for getting him down?
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt.
He doesn't actually think the challenge is unique. He thinks it's frustrating, annoying, and harder than he thought.
The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt without assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting the airship strength material.
What else to it?
You mean like the police?
What was that about processing, then? Weren't they supposed to take care of the boots? Why don't they help?
Voice processing? Why?
Think of the boys from processing as murderers. Only instead of people, they murder crime scenes. Processing is a wrecking crew. They know how to commission off items and how to work the incinerator in the morgue. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
We can't saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah, it seems dangerous.
There has to be a less risky way, with less falling down of trees.
Oh, from the
I was
harbor?
really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appeared to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Yes,
But
we
what
consider.
other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Ideas.
As you narrow your eye, this is a trick. You've done it before. Pink is where the blood settled in the first hours post-mortem. You can use it to see if the corpse has been tampered with. Does his position at the time of death match the discoloration? Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green in the cold spring air.
His hands are pink, thighs too.
I see it. His neck too. The lividity goes right up his chin. We have good, well-pronounced discoloration here.
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
I think he's dead. I think he was upright after death. His hands, feet, skeleton. What's coming out of him?
A pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying? Talking about shit.
Goddamn right.
Malicious laughter erupts in the yard. Sounds like seagulls.
Big's head is a...
The lieutenant's face is made of stone.
Okay. Beaten up.
Most of them are post-mortem. Maybe even all of them. The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
He means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
He was upright after death.
Agreed. Especially on the neck. The belt acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis supports a hanging.
He's like, he was moved after
There's
death.
always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Shoot him down.
Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Where the buckle ties the rope to the branch, that's a good spot to aim.
Where? Ah, yes, I see. If the shot hits that, there might be a chance to release the belt.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
Let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks, securing it in place. That's a Kiel A9090 Armistice, mass-produced muzzle loader, ascetic, frugal, one of the most common firearms in the world. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
Fucking idiot! Mukabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
It's okay.
Kuno's sorry too. Kuno feels sorry for the Beano Clad.
The lieutenant doesn't say a word, just looks at the gun in his hand.
Right again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that. No, any more mistake. I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Can I
It's bad
try?
as it is, us shooting firearms like punks. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
They only have one gun!
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sink up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty? Or what? You gonna fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Ugh. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. That's stupid.
Enough gunslinging for today.
What
We
about
need to
body?
access the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Okay. Uh, Wacky, okay. We'll go on the radio. And then after that, I'll end the stream.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
Oh god.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
Great job at the whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Why not?
Why?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
From whom?
You know whom?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
Okay. Is it guard?
No, why would you even think that?
Don't be afraid of that pig. May I ask you, are you saying it didn't happen?
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Have you seen my Badger gun? Call the police?
No, not me.
Well, didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? Do you know who made the call?
Sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the coast. Got it.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Why didn't you call?
Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse.
What does it have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The Union would get angry.
What do you mean by that?
What the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Looks like there's a limit to my authority then. Tell me exact. Why did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard instead of instead of calling us? Okay, maybe there's something else you can tell me about.
I don't know what to tell you, officer. I didn't call you because I didn't want to get in trouble with the others. With the Union. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, next question.
Go on.
I think I got everything.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why does she seem angry with you?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Right, tell me what I do. I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad. It's just you were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What was the skua thing?
Stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Oh.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Doesn't sound like me. I love birds. Which bird call is coming? Why do I always end up screwing everything
It
up?
was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
I, I was the one who made you
Yes,
quit.
obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you,
Go on, I want to know what I did.
well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
What song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Sorry.
To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being, and why does anyone even let you work as a policeman? That you'd fire yourself, but you can't even do that.
Sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Uh-huh.
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
Happened to him.
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
I don't even know what to say. Really sorry.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do. No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing. With the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I'm a bitch.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him maybe.
Except.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something. All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy though, before you can blast it. You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Serial number.
Officer, what's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it. Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS and the coalition government.
Okay.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
Closed door. Okay. I learned some things today. I need to level up interface, I think. Interfacing. Yes. I need to do this for the funny thing.
So we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Okay, what am I? Sorry, cop. I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
Yes, sorry, cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official.
Yeah. Okay, what are the other Cabo types?
Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go.
Won't the other capo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual Copo type from sorry to anything.
You know, actually, not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
Yeah, okay.
Of course you are. It's okay. See if you can get something out of this, like info. Or maybe every time you say you're sorry, you get $1 million. That won't happen.
Okay. Critique, I guess. I'm. Why would I want -1 logic? Why would I want both of those things? Okay, fuck that, actually. I need to tell Guy Man before I stop the stream.
Can I help you?
Just because me, not you.
Wait, what? But what about the bird?
The bird?
Yes, the bird. I found it lying on the floor with a broken wing the morning she left.
Oh, she didn't break it, I did.
You broke the skewer!
I assure you it was him.
Why on earth did you have to break the skewer?
The mystery.
I can't believe it. I was so sure it was Sylvie. Even worse, I thought she was trying to send me a message. Symbol of hope and all.
A tender type of hope. Something stirs in you. Perhaps this is why you broke it.
All right. Did she say anything else? About me, you know? Did she say anything about me?
God damn it. It was flattered, it was just bad timing.
Really? I should give her a call then. Thanks, I guess. Was there anything else you wanted, or...? What thing?
Blue steel door.
Yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
What's behind it?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just a frit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
I think you'd like to know what's back there.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door. in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that.
It's a
Yes,
mental
not the
thing.
whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Neat.
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Bug.
There are these things called days. You sleep between them. He's saying they'll come after you've slept. Just making clear you got that.
Uh-huh.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Okay. This. Yeah, okay. Man, I feel bad for that guy. First I thought I was a cunt, but now I think I'm the cunt for real? Okay. Stream over. Mimi, do more of this another time. Hold on, let me do regular save. Okay.